Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. In this episode, we'll be discussing ETF week, which is all about income. So, is the ETF coming this week? Tom will share his hypothesis and prediction with you, about which we'll chat more later. The topic of teller faithfulness will be covered in this video. There have been numerous reports, stories, and videos circulating about Stephen and the impending launch of an Xrp Etf ETF this year. Here are my 2 cents. Since I noticed that more people are covering this Bitcoin dip, we will return to it. Remember to watch the first video that was uploaded earlier today if you haven't already. Within Bitcoin, I outlined a potential scenario that could unfold. I already gave you the price point. To disprove my theory, I provided you with the invalidation figures. Before we run on up, I told you where the bottom is going to be, so let's get right into it. Digital currency $44,974, it has risen by 1.53% thus far. I am arriving at 2,264 with a theory. As USDC remains $1, it's a 0.7% USDT that's coming in $1. For one XRP 56 cents, someone has to poke, flick, and maybe even blow behind it. The entire market cap of cryptocurrencies is $1.682 trillion, which is down almost 0.5% during the last 24 hours. Now I'm going to show off the gorgeous Lux lines again, just like in Dan's first video. For the simple reason that the video attracted a plethora of new buyers to the Lux Lines NFT project. Just as I warned you, a big news is on the horizon regarding the official signing of a deal, and we happen to be the second biggest project on the XRP ledger. Because there is a lot of information and we need time to compile it, we have not yet leaked the news as of last week. Also, we should consult the legal staff to determine what we can and cannot say regarding this deal in a legal sense. Additionally, 30% of the project's monthly revenue is remitted to your wallet on the 1st of every month. We have distributed approximately 450,000 XRP to 202 holders thus far this year. The next payout is scheduled for February 1st. Well, then. The unbalanced amount was about 75, and the total amount since last February to January 1st is over 200. It is now January. Amazingly, you can still receive your payout in June or July if you purchase an NFT today, even though nearly $300,000 has already been mailed back. A monthly FT purchase is unnecessary. All you have to do is keep the NFTs you purchase. If you would rather not part with your precious XRP, you can pay using an credit card. These ones are currently trending like hotcakes. 7 days ago, they were released. Why would you leap on an ETF week? It's foolish. Heading into a fascinating week. As things stand, we should hear about ETFs soon. I anticipate a market pump of 40 to 50,000 Bitcoins, 25 to 2,600 Ethereums, and significant price increases across the board, especially for smaller caps. That fits nicely with my desired range, doesn't it? 51,000. Is this the continuing invalidation that would occur if Bitcoin prices were to fall within the $40,000 range? When we reach the upper 30s, that's when we'll land, folks. It's that easy. I even got Jack Green's 47 to 52 targets, he says. How about we obtain the 52? Seeing that insane retracement makes me think we'll see one more capitulation before we begin to climb again, but we won't go back down until then. It appears that this bull run is being extended a bit beyond than anticipated, but there's no need to be afraid. This year, it will be here. Just take it easy and wait for Bitcoin to reach a new all-time high before 2024 ends. It's just January 8th. We should apply the brakes. Both XRP's all-time highs and theorems will be shattered. Every one of them is going to set new records. Yes, it is that easy. Still, how much higher can Bitcoin go? Do you have a certain number of ETFs? When we finally get the green light, will ETFs be available with other cryptocurrencies? Since this has been circulating, I could get straight into the XRP news, including the Xrp Etf from 21. The website of Fidelity has revealed shares. What exactly are we observing? This is where it is. I can pull it up right here for you to see. You may find this discussion of an Xrp ETP on the Fidelity website. I think this is coming from Switzerland, not the United States. Nevertheless, the intriguing part is that, according to Reuters, an Xrp ETF application is expected in April, with a potential launch before the year ends. Is this rumor true, everyone? I am uncertain. No, I don't believe so. Is it coherent? It is logical. Because Xrp is well defined in the US, an ETF application for it would eventually emerge. The best assets for institutional investors to put their money into are those whose purpose and usage are crystal obvious. Additionally, it should not be registered as a security and should not be considered a security. This is to prevent these institutions from losing a significant amount of money if an asset is deemed a security and then completely depreciates until the issue is resolved. A Bitcoin ETF, do you think it's a good idea? Yes. Is the existence of an Xrp ETF reasonable? I think so. I read this article this morning, and now we're going to dive into it. In December, Ripple's net sales of Xrp reached about 230 million Xrp, which is equivalent to $142 million, according to Mr. Goober. Ripple will likely experience a sudden and dramatic increase and then farewell, we will be making a large purchase. Ripple has never gone more than 8 or 10 weeks without reporting any net buybacks, so if that continues, I will be concerned. Alright. Quite intriguing. Take the rational approach. The intriguing thing to consider is the location of their repurchase. Which exits or currencies may I use to recoup my losses? Unless you count David Schwartz's exchanges. Schwartz adds his voice to this. Finally, he says. And this is an answer to someone asking why Xrp NISL and holders don't pump the gas. I'm stumped. Two of my cryptocurrencies, Xrp and XLM, aren't doing so hot right now since they're subject to the same market factors that are pulling down the prices of most cryptocurrencies. Although that is correct, it does not clarify why Xrp and XLM follow one another more closely than other pairs. Because of their shared past, many tend to group Xrp and X11 together. I don't think there's any manipulation or nefarious forces keeping them in the dark, and the same people often purchase and sell both, so it's no surprise that variables affecting one are also influenced by the other. I don't know any other way to explain this, but it sounds insane to me. What makes this noteworthy is that the next time we examine Xrp, LM. To clarify, they're inseparable. This is crazy. Nothing about it is logical. Because I am uncertain, I am not knowledgeable about that. However, it appears from this post that many individuals are eager to witness Ripple burn their Xrp holdings. It won't accomplish anything. What if they set it on fire? Pay attention here. Can you tell me what it will do? Where did Bert go from when we saw XLM get him? There was a steep drop after a 10% increase, I believe. Destroying tokens has no effect on their value. Yes, it is that easy. The cost will remain the same. Yes, there is less research circulating supplies, which means it will be more rare and possibly more expensive along the road. It will go up, I get it, if there's a use case and if it's useful. Let me tell you something, I've held this since 2017. Yes, it's awful. We achieved an unprecedented peak. I had no idea what I was doing with cryptocurrency when I initially started, then I started reading all this crazy stuff on Twitter. Oh, it will rise even higher. Something was off. I recorded its whole reversal, from 17 cents all the way up to its all-time high of $2.80. On this channel, we can make a $3 call. 20 cents in 2020 arrived after I typed it all the way down. How did that happen? We were about $1.90 when the SEC decided to withdraw a lawsuit, meaning we haven't been able to surpass a record high since 2017. We still haven't surpassed our all-time high, even though the majority of cryptocurrencies did so twice during that time. It is terrible. Nevertheless, this bull run constitutes the bull cycle. An all-time high will be broken. Is burning XRP necessary for Ripple? Under no circumstances. No, they aren't. Observing Ripple's progress brings me joy. I'm pleased to see the repurchases. An approach has been devised. We got out of sequence, so my tickers are all over the place when Dai says this, but that's alright. The unspeakable problem. It's as if he doesn't believe in Bitcoin ETFs. Has Satoshi been introduced to you? That's correct. The US government is aware of Satoshi's identity, as we saw in the Wheezy clip. Here are my thoughts, he says, without a cap. The irony is that many people's opinions coincide with mine that I expressed on Twitter. Coming up next week, Bitcoin 48 to 50,000, Ethereum 25, 2,600 additionally, every chip pump. In a few days, the market will experience a precipitous decline, Dan. From there, he drops all the way down to roughly 30,000 to 31,000, and he's already reached the new liquidity zone of 48 to 50. Let me get this crypto-related post out of the way. I'm discussing Bitcoin at the 702 Fibonacci level, so what exactly is he staring at? It's intriguing that he's considering a 30% retracement as a potential rejection, which might send Bitcoin tumbling back down to the $32,00031,500 zone. What I do know is that the price of Bitcoin might range from 47 to 48,000. There, you have your objectives. We can rule out the major decline to the upper 30s if we break 51K. If the $51,000 barrier remains unbroken, be prepared to give in. Brace yourself for another shakeout as Bitcoin soars into the upper 30s. Prior to the markets showing signs of improvement, it will bring everything down with it. If the ETFs are rejected this week, we will be even more convinced that Bitcoin's price will fall to the upper 30s. After that, we'll be even more certain that 2024 will be a golden year for Bitcoin as the second bull run begins just before the Bitcoin ETF is approved. The place I currently find myself is stream it, and hit that like button, join the channel subscribers. See you soon, bye.